What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the football capital. Today we're at InterSport Wetherill Park. As always, I'm joined with Seba. How are you going, Seba?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I could be better after this morning's result.
Me too.
But guys, as you can see from the title, this video is going to be more about fan channels.
And their impact.
Yeah, and their impact on some of the teams. There's obviously a few main ones that we want to really speak about. But we spoke last week in our Man United debate. We spoke a little bit about what's happening at the club, and I think you mentioned when Ollie got the job, before Ollie got the job, how
when he was interim manager.
When he was interim manager, and how
fans were demanding that he stays, sign a new contract immediately, get him there permanently. And it all looked good at the beginning, and here we are in October 2019, and we don't know what's what.
We spoke a little bit about the demands that the fans are making, and for example with the Ollie situation, with Arsenal, with Wenger leaving, and also with a bit about what players people want to come in, and all of the. I think you were speaking about the demands from the fans.
What we've been saying is the rise of fan TV, which is supporters make channels and interview fans about what had just transpired in the games that they just watched about their teams, like Arsenal Fan TV, Full-Time Devils, the lot.
The rest of them,
the rest. And does that change the world of football? Do they have a bigger say in what goes on than what we think, than we give them credit for? How do they affect the day-to-day of each club? Do they at all in any way? Do the players see what the fans and the channels are saying themselves? You were saying how Lingard and his brother.
Like you just touched on there. Do players, obviously they're not immune to these videos.
Yep.
Once the videos go viral,
they're out there
all
for
the players. Yeah, that's right, and all the players are watching these videos. And now, if you're let's just say for example like a Marcus Rashford, we've got to remember he's only 21. Yeah, at the end of the day, when he starts seeing videos online from his own fans about how he's trash, he's
not worth his contract.
He's not worth his contract. He's not worth that. Is he a number 9? What position is he? He already knows himself that he's in a slump. Maybe he's not in great form.
Yeah, and he's not unique to the situation.
Yeah, and now to hear this from the fans, how is he supposed to bounce back or to get that motivation back from?
And does he have the fire to succeed for the fans that trash him at the same time? Does it take away the desire to win for the team and the players? As a player, you want to win every game. That's no secret. It's the competitiveness of athletes. But does it affect the players' desire when they see the fans just trashing every week?
Just to get that clear that we're all for fan channels.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
All the fan channels do a fantastic job. The reason why I started a YouTube channel speaking about football is because of the fan channels.
That's right.
Some of the stuff they do is brilliant. Or like when it comes to like transfers, they got a better say or a better
understanding,
a more reliable sources than the actual media.
Yeah.
So this is what you want to actually hear. You want to actually hear people's opinions on different fans' opinions on the games, and on different players, what players they think they should be coming in. And look, I think we need fan channels because it is a platform for the fans to have their say.
Yeah, like
and
a free open speech.
That's right. But the thing is, some of the stuff that they post, for example, like fan cams, when you have the big rants that go viral, like we spoke about,
famous ones.
The famous ones. So you got like Arsenal
We
Fan
all know
TV.
what they are.
Look, like the Arsenal Fan TV ones, when they rant, it goes all over social media. Players see it, coaches see it, the club sees it. Like even back then, Arsenal, the Arsenal Fan TV, they were called Arsenal Fan TV. Now they have to get rid of Arsenal and just call themselves AFTV. Because the club didn't want to be associated to that brand.
At the end of the day, these guys did get famous off of mocking their own team's failures. So it makes you wonder, are they happy that their team's not doing so good because they're getting their personal success?
I kind of disagree on that, I don't think they got famous on that. I think regardless if they had a fan channel or not, they will still have the same views. Regardless if there was an Arsenal Fan TV channel, there'll still be Wenger in, the banners will still be out on the stadiums. these fans will still have the same opinions. I do not believe that they got famous off their own team failures, because look, maybe it did contribute. This is what we're trying to ask you guys out there. Do you think these big rants like that players say, should the fan channels maybe filter some of them? Yes, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but when it comes to ripping into the players, all right, when you're ripping into the board, maybe the fans need to get something out there, or they want some questions answered. Sorry, but when you're speaking about players and ripping in, they're not informed. Do you think that maybe they should really cut back?
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about, oh, this is gonna get me views, this is gonna bring in revenue.
Yeah. Think of how is it gonna affect the club?
How is it gonna affect the club? Because by the looks of it, it is, right. We look at the two, maybe you can say, most successful fan channels. Obviously, Arsenal Fan TV, over 1 million subscribers. Then you have Full Time Devils and the United Stand, obviously Manchester United fan channels. Together they got over a million subs as well. So, and you look at in the past couple of years, the two clubs that have gone down out of the top four or top six are Man United and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Has these fan channels, not the channel particular, just some of the things they put up, the rants and all that they put up, has affected what is going on at the club? Like you're saying, fans are outside the stadium. Ollie must get the job. Look what he's done, which was fantastic. I was one of the people that bought into the Ollie in brigade, Ollie at the wheel. But has that put pressure on the board to be like, the fans want him, he's getting the results, we must get him in?
Yeah. Because
then if they don't get him in, and they got someone like Poch, and Poch came in and getting the same results like he is now, then everyone's going to be like, how come you didn't get Ollie? Look at Ollie, look at what he done.
You should listen to the fans.
You should listen to the fans.
It's a dangerous
It was really a lose-lose situation for the owners.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, and let's speak about, like we're saying, the two most successful, maybe the channels, both of their teams are kind of taking 10 steps backwards to what they used to be.
Yeah.
Now you look at, for example, Redman TV, which is the Liverpool fan channel, and I think they might have been the first ones to start doing fan cams, doing videos about their team, speaking about match day reviews and all that sort of stuff. Now when Klopp came in, he didn't do well. Didn't really bring in any
slow
signings.
Start. Not disastrous.
Was coming fifth. Was coming about fifth, third, struggling to get into top four. And if you go back and you look at some of their videos that they've done, the fan cams, not one person or hardly anyone was saying Klopp must leave.
Yep.
Hardly anyone was saying he doesn't deserve to be there. Everyone was saying that you need to be patient with him.
Patience, yeah.
Because he wasn't given the tools to get to where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
They were patient. The second year, okay, they made into the top four, got into a Europa League final. Yes, they did lose.
They lost the final.
Still patient.
Yeah.
You do get them. You do get
the
them.
World
videos
didn't end. The world didn't end with them losing. Yeah.
But you can see how they were like patient with Klopp. They can see that something was building.
Yeah.
And then look at them now. They hasn't really been any Liverpool fan like viral clips that have gone on or ripping into players.
Yeah.
And that's the main part. Like, okay, you can criticize the players on match day and how they performed, but when you consistently
take it week to week.
Yeah, every week rip into that one player and like. So look, I'm not gonna, because I do sound like a little bit of a hypocrite, because when it comes to Ashley Young, I can't stand him. But at the end of the day, the facts are facts. That when it comes like Ashley Young, like last night, he can't cross, he can't take a corner, can't take a set piece, but he plays week in, week out. Positioning is completely lost, so we are going to rip in every week. So we question, why is he still here?
So the question is, did these media platforms affect the clubs? So with Redman TV, like you said, they weren't so harsh, they weren't demanding. What was it, 5 years later, here we are, and they're won the Champions League, lost one before that, coming first in the Premier League.
8 points clear now.
Favourites probably to win it. I know it's early, but is that a product of the fans being behind the manager and the players and the board and all that stuff, with less pressure to actually build at the pace that they want to build at, or or is it? It can't just be that. That can't be the reason for success. But I'm sure that
the question that we want to ask has that made an impact in the club.
In the club,
like
in the
like we were
day-to-day
saying at the start, Jesse Lingard subscribes to these channels, right?
Yes.
And then when people come out and say Jesse Lingard, no goals since January, hasn't assisted, what's he doing? He's not even a 10. He's not even a Man United player.
Yeah.
He's gonna say these things.
Yeah.
So how do you want him to perform when he keeps week in, week out? We see the same reviews on these players.
Yeah.
For example, Lukaku is someone that would speak out about this. When he wasn't scoring goals, when he wasn't clear-cut chances, you expect him to score. He doesn't put them away.
Yeah.
Fans get on his back.
Yeah.
He misses a chance at the game in the grandstands. People are on his back. And then when I went there to watch him against Bournemouth, he scored a goal, and he doesn't want to engage with the fans because what? You guys are ripping
That's
into me.
right, yeah.
Now I'm scoring goals.
Yeah.
What is
And
on
now what? Now you love me again.
Now you love me
Yeah.
again, and it's very similar to the Arsenal fans. I think I'm pretty sure someone probably will correct me. Not maybe when Wenger was here, the ball went out for a throw in, and the fans were singing to, I think it was Hector Bellerin, "You're not fit to wear the shirt."
Yeah.
Now they can't wait for Bellerin
Yeah,
to come back.
exactly.
So you're ripping into him. You want him to leave. Like as well with Ozil, what's Ozil doing? He's a passenger. He doesn't track back. He doesn't now.
goes
Why isn't
missing.
Ozil starting? Why isn't he even on the
Yeah.
bench? So this is
Consistency
the thing,
from players. We need consistency from fans as well. You know, your feelings.
Look, it's fine. I completely. If the player doesn't perform, he is right to get criticised.
Yeah.
If the manager, for
making
example,
crazy
is crazy
decisions.
decisions, you don't think he's tactically inept. You have your
Have your
opinion.
say.
You can have your say. You can, and the thing is, you are right. Most of these fans that come out on these channels are 90% they are right of what they're saying. But the thing is, should some of the stuff be filtered to be like, you know what? Instead of this rant is gonna get views.
Yeah. So let's say the most outlandish things. Let's get those headlines. Let's get those views, those clicks.
Get
I
the
think
revenue
that
coming in.
yeah, they should filter. I think that the people that run these channels that have so much influence, they have a responsibility to the club itself, because let's be real. The only reason these guys have anything to do is because of the club.
100%.
Right?
That's exactly right.
So if you're like, my point is, you have a responsibility. You have to do right by the club, and yeah, everyone's got their opinions, but not every opinion is right. So it doesn't have to be put on blast where the players can see it. You know what I mean? Like, some opinions are left between mates talking in a room where it's not being put out to the world. But you gotta be reasonable in your judgments. You know, like that's a big issue, and that's where we have to draw the line. I think with these fan channels and what is posted out there, what these players are gonna see, because end of the day, you're gonna see Lukaku on the street and say you're shit, you're no good, like get out, you know, like you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. And at the same time,
you're gonna take a picture with him.
Exactly, but at the same, and you are entitled to your opinions, but you're not entitled to that. There's two different things. You know what I mean? And highlighting the negatives like that, with the influence that these channels have, the fans really jump on board with that, with the outlandish things, and that to me is a problem, in my opinion.
Look, you're 100% right, because they do have a big influence. So once, and people look up to, like for example, TROOPZ and DT, they become like a public figure now.
Yeah, they're celebrities, legitimate celebrities.
And to be fair, some of the stuff they do, a lot of young kids look up to them now.
Yeah.
So whatever they say, look, to give them credit, TROOPZ and DT, they don't rant as much as they usually do. They've kind of calmed down a little bit.
And this isn't a shot at them or anybody.
What they do is brilliant.
Exactly.
Like the stuff they talk, what they say about their club,
It's
is
important.
100%. Like I'm telling you, if DT and TROOPZ took over one game that Arsene Wenger had when he was still here, they would have probably made the right changes. They would have made the right substitutions at the right time and probably got a result.
Yeah, possibly.
Because what all the fans agree that this player shouldn't be. Why is he still starting?
Yeah.
This player, why is he making like for like changes when we're chasing the game? Everyone can see that, but not the manager. So yeah, you have the right to question him.
Of course.
Whether you're in or out, that is.
But
all
like
up
you
to
said,
you.
filter the responsible
But is that
things
what
to
they
say.
should do? And look, I really doubt any of these fan channels will respond, but it would be nice. I mean, it would be nice to get their opinion on what they think of the situation. Is maybe filtering some of the stuff going to help? Like, especially like I said, the two clubs, Man United and Arsenal, we feel so far back. Is it because it's not the main reason, but has made an impact on the players, on how they're playing, how they're performing.
You know, I'd like to hear from them themselves, and I'd like to know if they do realize the responsibility and the platform that these guys actually do have in the world. Because I mean, just like you started this channel. We're just normal guys from Western Sydney watching soccer. They're from London watching soccer, and they made it. Like, so I wonder if it registers with them just how big they are now, and what and like I said, the impact that they could potentially have on the club that they love. You know, and if you've seen this, let us know.
Yeah, look, it will be good to get.
I'd love to know.
Like, you got people like Rants and Bands. He's just been certified. I love all his videos he does. There's a lot of banter to his stuff, but then some of the stuff when you're ripping into Marcus Rashford, or you're calling him Marcus Trashford. Look, it is funny, it is banter, but look, he's right. He is right. He hasn't been performing, but the players will see this. Yeah. You know, the players will see this, and I don't know. Is sometimes holding back, not really saying what you want to say, just so you get them views. But then maybe the players, I don't know. Maybe the players will be a bit more comfortable instead of saying, "All right, it's Marcus Trashford." How about say, you know what? Yeah, he's only 21. Yeah. We need to back him. We need to give him time. We need to support him. Yeah. Every time he takes a shot, takes a free kick, instead of getting on his back, all right, give him a clap. All right, next time you can
lift him. I don't know. Imagine having 80,000, 75,000 people just booing you, and that's supposed to be the fans that are behind you. Like, it must take a toll, like psychologically, emotionally.
It's hard, man. It's hard because, like, to be honest, everything they do, I rate, I like. So yeah, you could say I'm a little bit of a hypocrite too. I rip into players, especially Ashley Young.
Like you said, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
It is, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but again, should some of these things be filtered out? I don't know.
My opinion, yes, some of it, not everything, and it shouldn't always be positive reviews. No, because, well, as United fans, we know there's not much positive things going around these days, so we're gonna have a lot of negative things to say, but. It's how you say it. It's how you structure it. How you speak.
When you attack a certain player week in, week out.
Attacking isn't opinions. It's an attack.
Yeah, that's right. But it will be good to get. It will be good to get anyone, even normal fans that watch Arsenal Fan TV and watch the Full-Time Devils and all that. That you guys watch these channels. What's your opinion? Do you think some of the things that they're doing are for views?
Is it detrimental to your club that you love? Do you think? Do you enjoy it?
Do you think these fan channels, even when it comes to signing players, they put so much pressure? Oh, we need Bruno Fernandes. We need him.
Yeah, we need him yesterday.
Ericsson. Why didn't we get Alderweireld? And like, do you think? And then people, like you said, because people look up to these players, and because they do know a lot about football, they're fans that go to the games week in, week out. Yeah, they pay big money, especially the Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
highest paid in Europe or something. So, and when people look up to him, and they, for example, Ozil is shit. What's Ozil? All the little ones, they puppet it. Yeah, he's shit. But without giving any facts or any knowledge why. Like, you can't just, a lot of it is just like, nah, he should go. But why should he go?
Exactly.
Have that proper and it's like it's not the people on the channel week in, week out.
No.
It's the people that are listening.
It's the social media comments.
And then that goes, like you said, that like social media, all that will go now on Twitter.
And it reaches the club.
Top bins. That will go on social media. That will start trending, and then it's all about. Just people. The biggest thing is it goes on social media, on Twitter, where no one's really showing their face. It's just someone behind the keyboard.
Yeah, of course, and it's easy. It's easy like that. Another thing is when you say these players, when the people demand these players out. Well, really, this season United fans got what they wanted. They wanted Lukaku out. He's gone. They wanted Sanchez out. He's gone.
Smalling
gone. But who did we get? Like, so there's two parts to that. So you say this person out, you got to have a backup plan for who's going to replace that.
Now
but fans just demand the one thing, out.
That's what I mean. And now it's like Lukaku has to go, Sanchez has to go on these big wages.
He's gone and he's scoring.
We're still paying Sanchez wages. So
exactly.
It's ridiculous business.
More than what like most Arsenal players get in a week for playing.
He's still our 8th highest player and he's not even playing for us.
He's not even there.
But like, everyone wanted him out. Now everyone's like, oh, why did we get rid of him when there's no replacement? You know, it's more than just the coaching staff, the players. Sometimes you gotta look upstairs and the board and what they're doing. And when it comes to the board, I 100% agree when players like Arsenal Fan TV go for the board, when United fans go for the board, because when in pre-season Arsenal were in America and they had the cronky sun in the grandstands, when all the fans turned to his box and started whatever they were saying, whether it was abuse or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
He came out and said, see, if that forced him to come out and said, we're in a period where Arsenal fans are going to get excited. We're looking to get some new signings in, and look, it happened.
Yeah.
Arsenal did have a good window, in my opinion. They did.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't strengthen their backline which they needed, but they did get plays in.
Yeah, that's right.
So going after the board works, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to get them out because they're it's a $1 billion industry for them. They don't care.
Yeah.
I know that Kroenke doesn't even go to the Arsenal games. Doesn't even know there's a North London derby on his. He's in America. He's got the Rams.
He's at the
they haven't
NFL.
been. They haven't been the best. Yes, they were in the final, but still. And then you got our owners. Pretty much the same thing. Don't really care.
But they're
sign,
there.
Sign
They show up
they show up.
and
They
still make
but
the
think
wrong
they know
decisions.
something. They
Yeah.
don't know anything.
Nah.
They make all the transfers. They make. Mourinho wants to spend. No. How about we give you 100 for that player? Doesn't even want to come. So this is things like this. I 100% agree.
That's where the fans
on
have
the
an
board.
impact. Yeah.
And that's what I
But
mean.
let's be
Attacking
real.
the board.
It's been in the last 7 years. Social media has been as relevant and important and impactful as it's ever been. And let's be real, it's been our worst period ever.
That's what I mean.
So, do they go
and
hand
Arsenal
in
as
hand?
well. Yes, Arsenal won a few trophies, so have we. But and
they're
we're not.
not-
Look, remember, guys. Again, we're not putting
not
any
saying this is the
stick
reason.
on these fan channels. These channels are brilliant. Look, you guys, the information you put out, the content you put out,
It's very
the
important.
things that the things that the characters, if you want to call it, on these channels have done for the youth. They've inspired them. All right, how about
It's shining a light
it's
where
like
there
you
was
can
no
do
light.
this too. You can do this. You can come to the games. You can do a vlog instead of being on the streets, being an idiot, being a spastic. They look up to these characters or the people.
These fans.
These fans. Yeah, the fans. That's it. They're fans at the end of the day, and they are doing good. But like we said again,
But
keep
is
repeating
it what it needs to be? Is it what it should be? When I'm
Look-
not so sure about that yet.
Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know. Maybe should the fan channels? They're probably not going to say this anyways, but should the fan channels be like, you know what? Let's give it a go. When it's a very harsh opinion, or where it's opinion that goes against the grain, maybe could be offensive to certain players, could be directly attacking the players. Let's not put that up.
Yeah.
Let's see how we get. Let's just say now to the end of the year, don't put any of them real direct attacks on players, and let's see.
Eye-catching
Yeah, and
phrases.
let's see how your team goes.
Yeah.
Probably won't happen. We're just talking. That could be an idea. I'm not saying anything they're doing is wrong. If they want to, it's their channel. They can post whatever they want.
Are their intentions right?
The intentions are right in the sense of they're giving a fan's opinion.
Yep.
But has that got what circumstances
translate?
does that have on the club, on the players? Because at the end of the day, it does go to the players. They don't got like a antivirus thing that blocks out all these talk if it's directed at them. They open Snapchat, they open Instagram, Twitter. It's all over.
all there.
They click their own name as a hashtag,
Yeah.
and it's all out there to be seen. And no matter if it's their agents that run their social media, they're still gonna see it.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, just before we wrap it up, just a quick question to the content creators themselves. Like DT, TROOPZ, Don Robbie, Adam McCullough, Stephen Howson, we got Ransom, Bants Expressions, the boys from Redman TV. Do you guys think that you guys have made an impact in any way, shape or form to the club? And if so,
What is that impact?
yeah, what's that impact?
What have you changed?
If you can get back to us, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, we'd love
And
to hear from you guys.
yeah, look, that's just our little chat
Yeah.
on fan channels. To be honest, we rate everything you guys do. The reason why I started a channel, or we started a channel, is because of we want to get our opinions out and talk about
Yeah.
football. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, that's the
interact
beauty
with the
it.
world of football.
That's right. That's 100%
Be
right.
involved. And fans, actual fans, what do you guys think this does for the football world? You know, obviously you enjoy it because it's
Yeah.
working for these guys. You know, is it a good thing? Is it a bad
Should
thing?
they filter a few things out, or should they just keep it the same? We'll leave the opinion to you. I will have all the links to all the fan channels in the description. So if you haven't seen some of their stuff, go give them a view, go give them a subscribe. And also on our channel, guys, the Football Capital, we're on a road to 1,000. So we're not we're not a road to 1 million yet.
We're no full-time
Like Don
devils.
Robbie is on over 1 million. But look, yeah, if you like this video, guys, make sure you leave your comments below, hit that like button, and also subscribe to our channel.
And guys, come check out InterSport at Wetherill Park. It's probably Western Sydney's best shop for sport, for soccer. They got
Come
so
down,
many
check
things.
them out. Once again, guys, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.